everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to the Project Life blog hop. I do one of these at the on the last Saturday of every single month. So I just share with you guys basically the month that we're in, the past few weeks. And then over on my blog, which you can click on the very top of this video, you can click and it will take you right over to my website, and then you can see everybody else's projects. You can hop to all of their websites, and then also at the very bottom of the post there is a link up, so you can link up to me and share your last Project Life post or where you are at. So basically I just like sharing with you guys the previous month. So it's really the month we're on, but the last few weeks. So it's the beginning of the year, so I'm on January, and I already shared with you guys my title page, front and back, and then I also shared with you guys, I think I shared with you guys my front page right here, which is pictures of our home. And then honestly, so this is something that this is real life right here. This video is going to be super long because just a lot of stuff happened. So this month our computer crashed and I have not been printing photos weekly. So I just got my photos tonight, and there's about 60 of them. This is 68 photos, and it is some of this is for my personal progress album, and so there's actually very specific ones that are for that, so that's what a chunk of these are. But then I did week 1, but that's all I've done. So I just wanted to say that this is where setting my album up, you guys, most of you know, if you've been following me, that I set my album up a month ahead of time. So for January, I've used all of the seafoam kit. That's what I've used. And I've already set it up. So I already have my 3x4 cards in there. I have my title cards done. So it's not going to be very hard to just go and put these photos in. As well as I use sticky notes. I did this last week. I went back when I was uploading photos and kind of put, you know, notes where things belonged. But then for this week, the week we're on, I do not know what photos I have. I printed on Wednesday, which would be this slot right here. So I wouldn't have anything for Thursday, Friday, or today when you're watching the video. So everything's set up that way, but I will be doing embellishing, and I'll share that with you guys. And then I'm going to put all my photos in, and then I'm going to come back and show you any of the embellishing that I do. And then I will give you a sneak peek at February. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I have a few notes for you guys, and I'm going to be sharing quite a few different things about my process. So what I've done is I took those photos, okay, so I took the 68 photos that I had, and I sorted them into a family album pile, a personal progress pile, and then I had some for Andrew's album, and then I had some that were going to go in Kayla's album. Okay, those are right here. I'm kind of off camera over here, but that's how I did it. So I just did that in front of me, and then I flipped through, I grabbed my pile that I knew was going in the family album, and I've put all of those in, okay? And I had sticky notes in some spots, and then some photos I like wasn't sure exactly if I was putting them in the right date. And to be really honest, like this one right here, I know was not on well, it could have been on Saturday actually. But I'm actually not positive that this photo down here was actually for Saturday. But I know it took place in the last 2 weeks, and I didn't have a photo for this spot. So I went ahead and stuck it in there. And then, so that's what I did. I put all these photos in, and I have my journaling to do. But I knew, I obviously have a few left over. And what I do is I keep these envelopes that I get. These are the envelopes that the photos come in. I keep my receipt right on it. And then I write what week. So like this was my first folder. And this was Christmas of 2013 because I had photos to fill in our last couple weeks of our 2013 album, and then it was week number 1, and then I printed on January 3rd, 2014. Okay, so the reason that I do this is because this is how I name my folder on my computer, and it's also how I name my folder when I upload my photos. So if I am looking in the album on week 1 and I see a photo that I need, I can either go to my folder and see if I have any of those. You know, sometimes I take 2 or 3 photos of the same, like we're doing the same thing or we're at the same place, and sometimes I'll be able to just pull a photo and use it. Like for instance, Kayla getting, well, here's like Kayla's birthday. So here she is with cupcakes. We're singing to her. She had a friend over. She's decorating cupcakes. So I'll know if I'm looking, this took place on the 15th, the day after her birthday. So I'll be able to clearly see, okay, on the 15th, that's when we did all of that. So when would I have printed that? Well, I would have printed it on the 24th. Like I'm going to go back and I'm going to know, like flipping through these, okay, I didn't print in between these weeks. I printed weeks 2 and 3 together. So then I'll be able to look on my computer, or I'll be able to go to Snapfish where I keep all my photos. Sorry guys, that's my dryer. So I'll be able to go to Snapfish and look in that same folder to find that picture if I need to have it reprinted. Okay, so that's what I do with these, and then I just keep them all for the year. I keep them in a little bin, and then I can just flip through them and I'll keep them in order, and then at the end of the year I put them all together. And you can see, like for this week, week 3, I have these photos left, which are just everyday photos. I'll probably use these photos in other projects and calendars, or you know, something like that, but I will have extra photos for that week. So now I have weeks 1, 2, 3, and half of week 4. Okay, so that's that part. So now what I'm going to do is I use the program OLife, and it is an email that gets sent to you every day. You can sign up. It's called OLife, so it'd be olife.com and OHLIFE.com. And then what it does is it sends you an email every single day. You get to choose the time it sends it to you. Mine sends it to me about 5 p.m. And then I have really made an effort this year to reply to that email right when I get it. It's been a little bit harder because, again, I don't have the computer in the living room right now. But I've been trying to reply to that email, and instead of just being like, oh, we did nothing today, we just had school, I've been trying to document, like, if the kids said something funny, or not just like, oh, we didn't do anything, but really thinking about, okay, what happened in our life today? And so I'm going to go back. I've been doing that faithfully. I've replied to it every single day, and I'm going to go back, and that's how I'm going to do my journaling. I'm doing part of my journaling by computer and part of it by hand. So it'll be easy just to copy and paste those snippets of our life and then print them. And so that's what I'm going to do here, and I'm also going to embellish. So I'll be back and I'll talk about, I'll probably have all my journaling done, and then I'll talk about what I've done to embellish. Hi guys, really quick, I want to share with you guys how I attach my journal cards to my paper to print out my journaling. What I do is I just have this template made in Word, and I don't even bother typing it out anymore and printing it out. I just save this template, and I know if it fits in that box, it's a 3x4 box, I know that my card will fit. I just did this one time to make sure that if I put a card in here, everything would be okay. So here's my journaling card, and what I do is I just use this Stampin' Up! Anywhere glue stick. I just tried it out one time to see if it would work, and actually it works out perfect. It sticks down really, really nice and holds the paper to, you know, together while it's running through the printer, but then it removes perfectly. It's like it wasn't even, you didn't even use adhesive. So I really like that. So I just put this right in the box, and I usually do 4 journaling spots at a time. I have a template made up for 3x4, and then I have a template made up for 4x6. So in the same document, the first page is the 3x4, and then the second page is the 4x6, and then that way I can just type out all my journaling at once, and then I just run this right through my printer. And like I said, this glue stick comes right off. I'll show you how easy it pulls off as soon as I run this through my printer. Okay, so here it came out of the printer, and you can see I just printed right over this design. Sometimes, let's see, like for this journaling card right here, I knew that my printing, let me show you guys. I told you guys this is going to be a long video, sorry. I knew that this, I didn't want to print over this. So on my document, when I was typing, I just made it come over a little bit. I just kind of eyeballed it. And it's not perfect. I mean, I wish I was over a tiny bit, but all things considered, you know, it's fine. So here it came out of the printer. It did snag this one corner, kind of got snagged up. And so it printed a little bit, it like printed a little bit twice, you know, or off, kind of off a little bit on that second one, but really it's not that big of a deal at all. And you can see these just come off really, really easy. And the other thing is that I printed the box in black, but then I changed it on my screen to really, really light gray, so it doesn't really print the box a second time. I know that other programs you can like turn the box off, you know, and then it won't print the box. I don't really know how to do that on Word, in a Word document, so I don't worry about it. I just turned it to the light gray. So then I just line my journaling cards up like this. And then this one I didn't print. There wasn't a lot of journaling, and so I'll probably do some embellishing on that. Once I stick this card in this pocket, that little snag that it did, and that when it snagged on the printer, you really won't even be able to see. And then because it's done in black ink, it looks fine over that part of the card. I don't mind it. Okay. All right, so I've been doing my journaling. I have all the journaling for week 2, all of the journaling for week 3. I typed my journaling here and here, and then I just hand wrote some journaling here. And I'm trying to do both methods this year. I want some handwriting journal, and then I want most of my journaling to be typed. It does take a little bit longer, so I've probably been at this for about an hour, and I probably could have been done. Honestly, with only 2 weeks, I could have been done already if I would have just done all of my journaling, but I don't always like my handwriting. So last year I did all handwriting in my album. I didn't do any typing at all, any computer journaling at all. And I just decided that this year it would be worth the effort and the time that it takes to go ahead and do some journaling like that because I like it. And so I'm just willing to spend the time to do it. So I'm going to share a tip with you guys in a second, but let me just walk you through week 2 because I'm pretty much done. So for week 2, I've talked about how I set up my pages, but just in case you're new, I set my pages up and they pretty much look the same for a month. So for weeks 1 through 4, which are the first 4 weeks of January, I have a title card that pretty much uses the same feature, which is this date card right here, and I just made this date card in a Word document. Okay, so I just have that, and then I used these stickers, and I did I numbered my weeks. So here's week 1. It started in the last couple days of December. This was a free printable. I'm going to take this out so I can just lift this up and show you guys. So this was a free printable. It says, welcome your 20 24 starts now, and I just found that on Pinterest. I cut this piece of paper and did a date stamp on that. I did do all my journaling on the computer. I punched out a little heart right there, and you can see how my journaling, I typed this journaling, and then I just, again, kind of eyeballed it over because I knew that the journaling card right there had this. And when I did that, I started moving it over too soon, so there was this kind of funky space right here, and so I just punched out a little heart. So then we have just 2 photos down there. So that would have been my weeks for my album start on Sunday, and I just do that because that's how most calendars work. I would really like it to start on Monday, so I had Saturday and Sunday together, but most like journaling cards or calendars, they start Sunday through Saturday. And so last year it just became too much of a hassle to have my album Monday through Sunday, so I just changed over and made it easy on myself. Here I just put 2 pictures together. So they're just on a 4x6 card, and I just trimmed them and put them together. That's a really easy way to put 2 photos together. Journaling, I've stamped on the seafoam cards. This is all seafoam for January, and I've just stamped. I used a snowflake stamp, and I'm in California, and so we are literally having 70-degree days. There's not an ounce of rain or snow or anything. It's kind of funny that I did all of these cards, and then now it's like practically the middle of spring for us. But I just did the cards like that prior to these weeks happening. So week 2, again, I just have pretty much the same type of journaling card. Again, this is the Seafoam Core Kit, and then I just did week 2. This is just a filler card, and I just didn't need as much journaling. I typed all my journaling on this page. Here is a photo. I stuck a little journaling spot right there, and then I used some candy dots at the top, and it kind of matches the seafoam colors. It's like a brownish, grayish color. And I just want to point out that this is a really good friend of mine. She's practically my mom. I grew up with her family. I'm very close to her and her husband. She played the piano at my wedding, and then her husband actually is the one that walked me down the aisle. And I'm just very close to them. My kids call them Mimi and Papa Mike. And she stopped by. She just came in real quick. She was running to the store, and she just came in and said hi. And Andrew went over and gave her a big hug and was just snuggling with her. And the very next day, she got extremely ill. She was in the hospital for almost a week, and she just got that really bad flu that's going around, and she honestly almost died. And I can tell you that we were sitting on the couch when she came in. We were sitting on the couch. I just said, like, oh, come in, you know, and she came in, and we were sitting on the couch, and my husband and I were actually planning some stuff. I had my planner out, and we were just sitting there, and we were just trying to kind of plan out our days, you know, or the next few weeks. And she came in, and we chatted for just, I mean, she was literally at the house for like 5 minutes, and my phone was sitting by me, and I just looked up and I saw Andrew snuggling with her, and I snapped this photo. I grabbed my camera, and I was like, I have to take a photo really quick, and I snapped this photo. And honestly, you know, I'm not a morbid person. I'm not trying to be morbid or negative or, you know, but if she would have died, this would have been the last photo I had of her. And when I got this printed, I documented, like, you know, it was just a couple days later that she ended up in the hospital. And I just thought, like, that could have been the last photo that I ever had of her. And it just made me, I'm going to try not to cry. That is why I do this. I want our lives documented. And before, when I was doing 12 by 12 layouts, I never ever would have taken this photo, ever. I can promise you, I never would have thought to take this photo, because I never would have thought, like, why would I try to make one photo a 12 by 12 layout? So I have gotten a lot of questions in the last couple weeks about whether or not I miss doing traditional 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, if I miss it, or, you know, if I ever, you know, desire to do that. And really, I always keep the end in mind when I'm doing my Project Life album. And scrapbooking for me was, it was never about the necessarily the creative part. I mean, it was, I enjoy that. I enjoy all the stuff and the paper, and it is fun for me. It's, I did like it, but I always had a very deep desire to be scrapbooking. I didn't know the word for it at the time, but I always had a deep desire to record our life. And Project Life honestly opened my eyes to what I should be doing with my scrapbooking. And my life is so busy. I do so many other things, being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, making cards, running a business. I do so many other creative things that I do not miss the creative aspect of it at all. I look at every single one of these photos and I do not think that they're insignificant at all. I never look at a photo and think, oh, that's not a big deal, or, you know, that's not worth taking. Even this photo right here is Andrew is sleeping on the couch right here. Wendy, you guys know, most of you know if you followed my channel who Wendy is. We're really close friends, been friends for 20 years, and she's laying over here on this other couch and we were just watching a movie and I took a photo of that. I mean, that is what I did that day, and I want to document that. She's probably the only friend that I do that with. I mean, literally, she just showed up that day and was like, hey, we feel like hanging out. And we sat and watched a movie. It was just very spur of the moment. And I just appreciate that moment. And so I just wanted to add that as a side note. So I've got to wrap this up because I know this video is getting long. So then week 3, I did a journaling card here with the same journaling card, the same date card. I did a couple snowflakes right here, and then I did my week 3 down here in this circle. This actually was a Seafoam Project Life card, and it said something in that circle. It said like, this is what life looks like, or something. Oh, sorry, it says you are here. Sorry, I'm tired, guys, it's late. And so I didn't want that there. I wanted to do week 3 in this circle, so I just cut a piece of paper and cut it kind of hanging off like that, and then I did the week 3 in there and put a snowflake. I did my journaling. I stamped this snowman. So funny. I guess if you're in any other part of the country, you are dealing with all the snow and the, but I honestly wish I was there and not in this dry desert land of California. So I stamped this snowman and I just colored it a little bit and did that. And then, here is what I'm going to show you guys. So this says, very best friends forever. And they're stickers. They're these stickers. I am obsessed with these letter stickers. These are the letter stickers that they were on HSN. I guess they're like technically Project Life stickers. But yes, I'm hoarding them. I bought 2 sets. They went on sale on HSN and I bought 2 sets of them. And then I bought a set on a scrapbook buy group, and I just love them. They are amazing. The colors are amazing. They're perfect. So this photo right here I want to show you guys is another perfect example of what I'm talking about. That's my girls way over in our wood pile. My husband had brought in some wood. We have a wood stove. That's our main source of, that's our only source of heat in our home is a wood stove. So he has to cut wood every, every year. And they're sitting over there in the wood pile right there. And they're just sitting really close, and I think they were probably either waiting for him to come in or you know, they play over there all the time, and they're always singing this song, Very Best Friends Forever. And they come in and they'll tell me, oh, we're very best friends forever, Mommy. That's what they'll say to me. And I just love that. I love that they have each other. I love that we had them so close together. And I really, really hope that they are best friends forever. And so I went ahead and I took the stickers, and I just use a ruler. This is a metal ruler. It's a little one that I always have on my desk. And I just line them up on the ruler first. And then I actually am just going to put this right on the photo. I'm going to stick this right on the photo right down here. I actually took this from our living room window. So I just saw them outside the window. And so I just took it through the window, and actually it came out pretty good. Pretty happy with the quality of it. So then I just take the ruler off the sticker off the ruler, and then that lines it up pretty well. Sometimes that one actually did really well. Sometimes they'll come off, and if one sticker comes off, you can always put it in there. But then that gives you stickers on your photo or wherever you're putting them. You can put them on journaling cards or anything, but then you can line it up, because it's always hard to line up stickers. If I would have just tried to put these stickers on here, I would not have been able to get them center. I can guarantee I would have started over too far. They would have all ended up smashed together. So just use a ruler. Stick those on there and use a ruler. So I just put that on that photo, those stickers on that photo. Week 3 is just about done, really. I'm not planning on doing anything else. Here is a photo right here. Oh, let me zoom out, you guys. Sorry. So here is a photo of me doing laundry, and there's a story behind it. And so I just snapped a photo. I had been feeling really unmotivated the first couple weeks of the year, and I was just really struggling to get things done and just not feeling like doing anything. And it just came back. Like, my motivation came back, and all of a sudden I was up at, 6 o'clock in the morning doing laundry and cleaning the house. So I took a picture and just kind of told that story. This photo up here of the blue sky, Andrew actually took. He got a hold of my camera and went outside, and I have this whole chunk of photos of these, crazy shots that he took. And this one actually came out really good. And I really wanted to document our weather, the weather we were having or not having. So then that leaves me in week 4, which actually we're in week 4 right now. But I only had my photo for the day I got my pictures printed. My Kindle broke. I dropped it and it broke, and I took a picture of that. And so the rest of the photos are actually probably on my husband's phone, and we're getting our computer back next week. So I will have to go through all the photos and get them sorted and figure out what ends up needing to be, what I need to go here. So part of the reason that I like doing this weekly is, for one thing, I remember things easier. I remember different things that have happened, and I put more detail in when I'm doing it at the end of every week, when I'm taking time to print my photos and do it at the end of every week. But then also I can gauge if I've taken enough photos. Sometimes what will happen is that I will not remember to take photos because maybe things just are really boring, and like I'm not, or I'm busy with other stuff and I forget to take the photos. So when I do it, usually when I do my Project Life, it's Friday night. And once I get those pictures printed and I'm putting them in the slots, then I can be like, oh, I really did not do a great job taking photos this week. And it kind of reminds me to do that. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is I will be doing an insert. I'll probably do it in this week of my kids' handprints and their footprints. And we just get 12 by 12 paper, and we just do acrylic paint, and we do their handprints and footprints. And I usually do that in January. It's something that I really want to do every January. So I'll probably do that this week because I haven't done that. And then Also, I'm going to start every February, probably like the second week of February, I'm going to do a home tour. And I got this idea off Pinterest. I actually saw a pin and I repinned it, and I'll link it on my blog, my Pinterest page for Project Life stuff. So I saw a photo and I pinned it, looked at the post for it, and it was about a home tour. And I don't know if she did it every year or not, she didn't say, or I didn't read, but it was just like this spread, like the design A, and then up in this corner the title card said home tour, and then each one of these, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 photos that were a home tour. So like one was a living room, the kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, the outside, and I thought that that would be really a great idea. And I thought, sometimes I get a lot of you guys that email me that say, well, my life is so boring, I don't do anything, I just go to work, I just come home. I see tons of questions, emails, I don't have any kids, you know, is it worth doing Project Life? What would I include? And this, I thought, you know, right now, January and we're getting ready to go into February. Right now, our life is so boring, you guys. It is so, so boring. Like, I get up, I do school with the kids, I clean, I do dinner, you know, or my husband comes home and we figure out dinner, and then we go to bed and we get up and we do the same thing. On my husband's days off, I work. Right now is a crazy, crazy time for me with my work and my business. So there is literally nothing new going on. Like, every day, like, my husband's off, he takes the kids to the park, I work, I shoot videos, like, there's nothing interesting going on in our life, I promise you. So what I thought is, it's usually this way at the beginning of the year, because for one thing, we're coming off the holidays and we're trying to get back into a routine, and then I have taxes and business stuff that happens where I'm extremely busy. So I thought, you know, it would be really nice if every February I would just do a home tour, and there's always projects going on in our home. There is, you know, things that we want to do, things we're getting ready to do this year, things outside we're getting ready to do, and I thought it would be a really nice, it would kind of give me a break from, if there's really nothing going on in our life, to just go ahead and do 1 week a home tour. And that's going to be one entire week for February. Like, I'm not even going to worry about photos every single day. That's going to be my week. So I'm going to do that every February. And of February, because the first week has an insert. Yeah, like well, maybe it'll be like the very beginning of February. I'm not sure now. Yeah, like it'll probably be week 6 that I'll do that. Oh, and it'll be perfect because, oh my gosh, how perfect is this? So this says, home is where the heart is. Oh my gosh, this is like total fate. So I did this title card. I used Fifth and Frolic, and this was a cutout of some paper I had. It says home is where the heart is. And I just thought, oh, because I'm doing my weeks like this on this card, I bought this on SD. I'm doing my week title cards like this. I thought, oh, I don't know what I'll do with this, but I liked it. And so this is going to be perfect because I'm going to do a home tour. Right here it says home is where the heart is. That'll be perfect. And so I'll do, I've actually, honestly, I took all my photos today because I cleaned and took down all the Christmas stuff. And so I actually took 4 of the photos today. And, so I'll do a home tour and that'll be perfect here. And then the next week is Valentine's week, and so I have an insert for Valentine's Day, and it's kind of different paper, and so actually that is going to be perfect. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to do that. Okay, so that is where I'm at for Project Life. I'm not sure if there's going to be photos on the website because as of right now it's 11 o'clock at night, and it's 11 o'clock like the night before I need to get this up for the post. So I don't know if I'll have time, but there will definitely be photos later on. As soon as I can get them taken and up, there will be. But if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or post. you know, your comments. I would love to hear your feedback. And then make sure you head over to the blog, because there will be a place that you can link up and share, or you can get more inspiration. So thank you guys so much for coming by, and I will talk to you later.